And you have landed yourself in the Kira Grace Rising Together series. This is a series that Kira Grace started over a year ago to offer a place for us to gather together in community once a week to support each other and to lift each other up. And we're always so honored and grateful that every week we have this wonderful roster of amazing teachers to come and guide us. And this week we have Alicia Ace Easter here to guide us today. And I see a cat tail. She might have a little co-host. Let me give you also a sneak peek of what's happening next week. Michelle Marshallton is also on our call today, and she will be guiding us next week in a class called A Midsummer's Night's Theme. You don't want to miss that either, because Michelle is an amazing teacher who's taught for us many times. You'll always get a good laugh and have a good time when Michelle is teaching. So without further ado, I will put Ace's donation link in the chat. And I'm going to pass the microphone over to Ace. Thank you so much for guiding us, Ace.
Thank you, Valerie. Hi, Kira Bixby. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Okay, thank you so much, Kira Grace, for having me. And I'm so excited to be here. I love this series, Rising Together. The name of it is so profound, especially during this time. And just like now more than ever, feeling the need that like community, the cultivation, and excited about having joy be embodied and leading the way in all that we choose. So quickly, the donation link that Valerie put in the chat is a fund that I started in honor of my mother, Cynthia Geneva Lawson, who I lost when I was 19 years old to pancreatic cancer. She was 47. And so I have been doing over these last few years, been called to, I guess. I mean, I can't believe that if you were to tell 19-year-old Ace, whose heart was broken, that this would now be her work, she probably would have looked at you like you were crazy, because she had a bit of an attitude then. And so, but it's the work that I mean, all my work brings me joy. So I can't even say it brings me the most joy, but it feels like I feel the most connected to my mother when I'm able to host monthly motherless daughter workshops. And this fund that I started was so that we can offer more workshops, more resources through a platform that I've created called Embody the Energy of Joy. And so the big goal for that is to have a retreat, to have mothers and daughters either come, or single moms come on their own, just because I know my mom raised us by herself, more or less. And if she just had a little bit more time away and doing things like self-care that we kind of think about right now, I'm sure she would have loved that, but she had 2 kids that she had to raise. So even if, the financial component isn't an issue, even if you're a single mom, most moms are going to put their kids' needs first. So this is a way for me to honor my mother and all this work that I get to do through teaching yoga to kids, through teaching yoga to adults. It's a dream come true. So like I said, it's a way for me to step into my full authenticity in honor of my mother and in honor of the ancestors who came before me. So typically I like to start my classes. If I was doing a workshop, I'd have us all go around and say, our names and, but I'd say it in this way, but we'll save that for another time. That my name is Alicia Krista Easter. I am the daughter of Cynthia Geneva Lawson and the granddaughter of Eleanor Cecilia Lawson. And these are just the ancestors that come to the top of mind for me, who cultivated this land before I got here, before we all got here, so that I may occupy it as a guest, as a good steward. And as I walk one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, I make a choice each and every day to embody joy. Embody joy in the hard, embody joy in the good, embody joy through the tears. I was on a walk last night, FaceTiming with one of my best friends, crying my eyes out, because that's just kind of what I guess the full moon decides for us. And it's really like crying through, for me, used to be something that I saw as weak, but now I realize each and every time I emote, it's power in that. So even it's power in the stresses that we have in our lives, because that means like My goodness, we are getting to feel. My goodness, we're getting to be tapped into something outside of ourselves. But what I want us to remember through this flow, I trust today, is to remember to bring joy along for the ride and allow joy to lead the way. Same with love, and more than anything, grace and forgiveness. So, with that, if y'all have any questions for me, please pop them in the chat. And how I like to guide my classes is this: we're going to have a good time. Allow yourself to be let off the hook from perfection and whatever that looks like, and remembering that you are enough. So when you're ready, friends, let's get started by coming to Sukhasana on our mat. Easy sit. If this is not an easy sit for you, then find a pose that feels good to you. Gently begin bringing your palms to your heart center if that feels organic, or if you'd like to have your palms relax on the top of your knees, you can do just that. Maybe have them facing up so they're open. And then soften your eyes closed. Feeling the energy from the earth traveling up through the bottoms of your feet all the way to the crown of your head. Feeling your breath travel through your body and it be your transmitter of areas where we need to send a little bit more love, a little bit more TLC to this morning. Imagining now that you are in a forest surrounded by lush landscaping, profoundly tall trees. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day. The sun is at its highest, which means maximum light shining through, peeking through, behind, and through the leaves of the forest on the trees, shining right to you. Allowing this light to be maybe the launch pad for you, setting your intention for today's movement, today's class. It could be a word. It could be stillness. It could be a phrase. And if nothing organically comes to mind for you, my friends, I invite you to adopt this. I am joy. I am joy. I am joy. Beautiful. And when you're ready, take your palms to your heart center. Take an inhale through your nose, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Nice. Gently begin rubbing your palms together, generating heat, prana between your two hands. And then bring your palms over your eyes, feeling the heat you just naturally generated between your two hands. The energy transferring from your hands to your face. Maybe a soft smile comes to your face as you slowly begin to blink your eyes open, adjusting to the light around you. And then when you're ready, slowly release your hands away from your face. Beautiful. And then let's find a tabletop position, friends. All fours, knees underneath your hips, shoulders stacked on top of the wrist, fingertips spread nice and wide. And let's begin moving through a few rounds of cat-cow here. So I'm going to move this back just a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. Beautiful. So dropping the belly, or excuse me, arching the back in cat, and dropping the belly down in cow. Maybe your eyes are still softly closed as you just kind of tap into the senses of feeling, smelling, tasting, touching. A few more rounds of cat-cow here, cat-dog tilts. And then when you're ready to move from that, do so when you're ready. And then you can call your hands forward and step your knees back. Begin making a figure 8 with your body here, moving your hips over to the right and to the left, drawing your heart forward and through your arms. And then back over to your right, left, drawing your heart forward and back. Maybe about one more round to the right, friends, and then we'll switch it up. And then moving your hips over to the left now. Allowing your elbows to move, be supple, your neck to move as well, your head. Beautiful. Maybe about one more round to the left. And then when you're ready, sit your hips back towards your heels. Have your knees come as wide as it feels comfortable for you. Child's pose, Balasana. Nice. Stretching your fingertips. Maybe you begin tensing your hands up. And then when you're ready, no rush. Slowly begin to lift your heels up, or you lift your hips away from your heels, and then tucking your toes under, finding downward facing dog. First downward facing dog here of the morning for us. Pedaling your feet right and left and right, as if you're riding an imaginary bicycle. Beautiful. Okay. Now begin to fall into stillness here in your downward facing dog, allowing maybe if your heels connect with the earth, great. If not, that's all right. Bringing a subtle bend to your knees, your gaze back between your 2 feet, gently knitting your rib cage in, internally rotating your triceps and feeling your fingertips press into the earth. Beautiful. All right, so inhale, lift those heels up. Let's come to a high plank pose, friends. High plank pose. Yay! Sending the heels back. You can always come to your knees as well, too, if high plank is a little intense to start. Heels pressing back to imaginary wall behind you. Hips are going to be in line with the shoulders as we just kind of build this power from within, feeling the heat build from within for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, downward facing dog on 1. Maybe keeping the length of your downward facing dog. All right, here we go. One more. Inhale, lift the heels up. Wave action with your body forward to that high plank pose. Maybe crawling your hands back to ensure that your wrist or your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrist. Again, pressing your fingertips into the earth, pressing that L shape with your forefinger and your thumb here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Downward facing dog on 1. All right. Now gazing forward here, crawling your hands to meet your feet at the top of your mat, bringing your feet behind your hands, having your feet be about outer hip width distance apart to start. Soft bend of the knees, the head is heavy, the upper body is heavy. Nice. Now you can grab for opposite elbows in this ragdoll pose, softly swaying your upper body right and left and right, shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Nice. And again, keeping those knees softly bent as we begin to just kind of enhance upon the flexibility in our hamstrings. We're just getting started. So releasing your hands here as well. So bending your knees so much so that maybe your hands connect with your mat, or if you have blocks. So keeping your left palm planted, friends, bend the left knee, reach the right arm up. The right leg kind of straightens, may straighten a little bit, allowing your right arm to reach up. And exhale, release, place that right palm down. The right knee bends a little bit more this time. Right elbow bends, lift that left arm up. And release, nice. Let's do one more time on each side. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale, and reach the left arm up, friends. There we go. And exhale, release. Coming back now to more of a standing forward fold. So maybe you heel to your feet a little bit closer if that feels okay in your hips. Maybe you grab for the backs of your heels, the backs of your legs, as you allow the top of your head to draw a little closer to the top of your feet. Can still make this as accessible as you need for your body by keeping the knees bent. Beautiful. And then release your hands from wherever they are and then allow them to find their way, either fingertips grazing the mat, palms to the shins or the outsides of the knees, or even the thighs as you lift your body up, halfway lift, creating this nice L shape with your body here. And then, friends, feeling the grounding of your feet underneath you in this forest that we're all in here together, and slowly begin to roll up, roll up. All right, cool. Relax your shoulders down. Taking a big inhale. Open mouth exhale. Beautiful. Feeling your fingertips pointing down, palms facing out. Mm-hmm. And then when you're ready, lift your arms up, coming into a mountain pose, Tadasana, palms facing into one another. Yeah, there we go. I love this pose because it makes me feel and reminds me that whatever I'm going through, whatever's blocking me, I am brave, I am tall, I am strong. As I allow myself to still be courageous and vulnerable at the same time. Brave. Nice. Now let's interlace our palms above our head, finding a steeple grip, releasing your forefingers and crossing your thumbs over top of one another. Soft, subtle bend of the knees, lift from your torso to the center. Exhale, half moon over to the right. Just a gentle one. It's our first one here. So bringing your fingertips over to the right, sending your hips over to the left. Maybe begin feeling a nice stretch from the ankles, from the toes. Using your right arm to draw your left arm a little bit more over. Keep your chin lifted. And slowly rise up. Exhale over to the left now, friends. Over to the left. Yeah. Bend your hips over to the right. Use your left arm now, friends, to draw your right arm a little bit more over to the left. Draw the left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back. Keep that chin lifted so your neck is visible. Breathe. And slowly rise up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Exhale over to the right, maybe holding it a few more breaths longer on this side. And slowly rise up and exhale over to the left. And rise. Beautiful. Keep lifting. And then exhale, standing forward fold. You can keep your palms at the steeple grip, or you can swan dive, stand in forward fold. I taught a kids yoga class yesterday, and I was like, who's ready to fold themselves in half like a taco? And they said in unison, me, I love tacos. I said, who doesn't? Inhale, halfway lift. Nice. And then exhale, crawl your hands or step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Beautiful. All right, friends. Inhale, send your heart forward, coming more on your tippy toes here now. Shoulders at an angle with your wrists. And then exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze them close to your side body, coming into this 90-degree position, and then lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Keep your fingertips where they are. Draw your shoulders back. Squeeze your legs together. Press the middle of the feet into the mat. And then exhale, baby cobra. Leading with your heart, lifting your heart up, little to no weight in your hands. And then exhale, release. Nice. Now let's take our hands out to either side, pointing your elbows up, tenting your fingertips, still keeping your legs together. The lower half of your body is your anchor. Exhale, allow your heart to lift up this time. Yet again. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Exhale here, breathe. And then inhale, bring your palms back in close to your side body. Tuck your toes under. You can press yourself up to your knees first. And then maybe come into a plank and downward facing dog. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Gaze forward. Travel to the top of your mat, bringing your feet behind your hands. Maybe your feet come together now a little bit closer. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep those arms up, reach up, mountain pose. And then exhale, bring your palms to the heart center, Samasti to He, equal on all four sides. Breathe here for 2 and 1. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Here we go. Second time through. Find that steeple grip above your head, friends. Exhale, half moon over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, standing forward fold. Standing forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Beautiful. Nice work. Exhale, high to low plank here. So step back to high plank, and let's meet in a low plank. So the elbows are either 90 degrees close to your side body, or you can come, your legs are straight or your knees are bent. This time we're going to inhale, press up to upward facing dog, or you can do the cobra variations that we went through the first time. Leading with your heart here, friends. Draw your shoulders back, breathe, and exhale, downward facing dog. Lovely. All right, friends. One more time through. Gaze forward. Travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. How lovely is it that we're doing yoga in a forest? And exhale, bring your palms to your heart center. Equal on all four sides. Here we go, friends. Inhale, sweep those arms up, finding our steeple grip. Maybe switching up which thumb is on top this time. Maybe it's a non-dominant one. Paying attention to the little things. Inhale, lengthen to the center. Exhale, half moon over to the right. Our most generous hold yet. Inhale, center. And exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your palms. You can go through a vinyasa flow, or you can go right on back to downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. If you're in it with me, stretching your belly. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe here for 5 cleansing breaths, friends. Maybe let's do 3 of those lion's breaths. Inhale. Stick out your tongue. Stretch your face. Inhale. Lion's breath. Inhale. And then 2 more. Whatever way feels good to you. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach that right heel up, leading with your heel. So allowing the right toes to point down to the earth and keep your 2 hips in line with one another. You can bring a soft bend to your left leg if that feels more accessible to you in your body as you come to this three-legged down dog. And then exhale, draw the right knee to the right tricep. Maybe tuck it into the right armpit. Arching the back subtly here, squeezing the right obliques. Inhale, and then exhale, send that right heel back high. Inhale, draw the right knee again to the right armpit, squeeze it in nice and tight. And exhale, right heel high. One more. Inhale, draw the right knee in. I'm with you. And this time, exhale, lightly plant the right foot on the outside of the right pinky. Kind of come into a wider, lower lunge here. Nice. Just kind of turning your heel in, toes out. And if the lower half of your body kind of dump down and you feel this kind of dipping in your low back, subtly engage your, slowly engage your back leg to scoop everything in and engaging your core. That way your foot can remain grounded and you're not putting too much pressure on your low back, but then also so we can sweep our right arm up and twist. Nice. Ensuring that your left palm is underneath your left shoulder. All right, friends, and let's drop that back knee down and maybe begin to place your right palm to the inside of your right thigh now. Opening your hips a little bit more, turning your gaze back towards the back of the mat. Oh, as we get into those hips, making space for the sweetness to take over. Yeah. All right, now let's reach our right hand back. All right, best friends, we can squeeze our left heel towards our left glute. Maybe your hand and your foot connects, maybe it doesn't, and that's okay. It's all about the intention here, friends. Nice, and then exhale, release the left foot, plant the right palm, and then tuck the back toes under. Send that right heel back high, using your core to lift your right heel up, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, feeling the difference between one side and the other, if there is any. Not judging, just allowing. Nice. Okay, so left side now. Inhale, lift that left heel up. And remember, we're lifting from the heel, so we don't want to open up our hips just to find length. We want to just find length naturally over time. So again, the heel is lifted. The hips are in line with one another. You can also bring a soft bend to your right knee. All right, here we go. Exhale, left knee to the left armpit. Squeeze the left obliques in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the left armpit, maybe left tricep, maybe left elbow, and three-legged dog. Last one here, friends. Here we go. Knee to the armpit, squeeze it in tight, and then exhale, lightly allow your left foot to plant on the outside of your left pinky. Belly engaged, heel in, toes out. Press into the ball mound of your back foot. And then when you're ready, twist. Left arm lift. So your heart open. Oh, yeah. And if you're having trouble balancing, you can always come down to your knee. We're going to meet you there in a moment. But then also just ensure that you're stepping your right foot over, having space between your feet. Nice. And then drop the back knee down if you're not already there. Send the hips forward. Take your left palm to the inside of your left thigh. Not pressing on your knee, inner thigh. Woo. And then take and reach your left arm back. Squeeze your right heel towards your right glute. And maybe the hand and the foot connects. Maybe it doesn't, and that's okay. Mm. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice work. Plant that left palm down. Press the palms into the mat. Use your core to lift that left heel back up. Send the left heel high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, yeah. I like to cha-cha my hips there after doing that. All right, friends, here we go. Gaze forward. Travel to the top of your mat, however you want to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Maybe this time your big toes come together to touch completely and there still remains a sliver of space in between your heels, as maybe your legs have straightened a bit more, and that's, just kind of, again, working on the flexibility of our hamstrings. And then this time, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So you're bending your knees, you're sitting your hips back in this imaginary chair behind you. Even if your feet aren't connected, energetically, let's imagine them squeezing together from the ankles, from the knees, wrapping the thighs under, scooping the pelvis forward, lifting the heart up just a little bit more, allowing yourself to be seen, biceps in line with your ears. Breathe. Sit a little bit more energy back into your heels. Maybe you gaze down and you could see your toes maybe lifting or wiggling. Bring your palms to your heart center now, friends. Sit a little deeper, pressing your thumbs into your heart. Exhale, twist to the right, locking your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Send your left knee back so it remains in line with your right. Gazing over your top shoulder. Doing your best to have your palms at your heart center. If you want to play with a bind, open up your hands here, you can. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And let's find a standing forward fold. Yes. Shaking your head, yes. Shaking your head, no. Let's heel to our feet about outer hip width distance apart. Sliding our hands underneath our feet, stepping on our hands, friends. Crawling your toes up to your wrist, to where you may wear a watch, bracelet. And then inhale, we halfway lift from here. Our arms are straight. And then exhale, fold here. Gorilla pose, Padahustasana, the elbows bend out. Elbows point out, more horizontal. All right, nice. Slowly release your hands from underneath your feet. I don't know about y'all, but that felt really good on my wrist. And all right, here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Finding joy in this chair that I built for you because we're all best friends. And best friends build each other furniture. It's in the rule book. I don't make it up. So if your friends aren't building you chairs, I don't know, best friends. Breathe here. Y'all got it. Palms to the heart center. Sit a little deeper. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh now. Breathe here. Again, if you want to open up your arms like you did on the other side, if you did so, if you went for a bind. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, palms back to heart center. Bring your thumbs back to center. And 1, standing forward fold. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. All right, inhale, right heel lift. All right, right knee to the right armpit. Here we go. Inhale, right heel lift. Right knee to the left armpit, cross underneath our body. Bring our shoulders still on top of our wrist. Squeeze. Inhale, right heel lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw it in nice and tight. Low lunge. Allow that right foot to come in between your 2 hands now. All right, so heel toe your foot. Walk your left foot over just a bit so you're not on this imaginary tightrope as we rise for a crescent lunge. Maybe the back knee bends just a little bit more so you can scoop your hips underneath your shoulders. And if you need to come down to your knee, that's a great option here, friends, especially our first crescent lunge. All right, you're with me, heart lift. All right, we're gonna cactus our arms here. Open up the heart, mini back bend. Exhale, sweep our arms forward. Arms are straight as if we're holding an imaginary beach ball between our 2 hands. Breathe. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus, open your heart. Yes. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Breathe. Inhale, arms reach up. Here we go. Exhale, cactus. Heart is open. Reach your arms forward. Breathe. Last one. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, arms forward, holding that imaginary beach ball here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rise up, crescent lunge. Nice work. Step your left foot in, drop your back left heel down, and then your toes are going to point out to the left just a little bit. So gaze down to see what your left toes are doing. Kind of creating this nice 45-degree angle with your feet. Keep sending your hips square, internally rotating your left thigh down. Now we're in our warrior 1. Warrior pose here. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes here for a moment. I've been listening to the Rizza's explorations. And he talked about this morning, one of them, the warrior within. How taking a stance, taking a powerful position, taking a powerful pose, somehow gives us the courage, the bravery, the vulnerability to kind of take on this inner critic that might be the boss of us right now, rather than us managing it ourselves. We're allowing this inner voice, these distractions that take us out of our joy element, that take us away from our natural state of being. Oftentimes, the battle that we fight each and every day, it's not outside of ourselves, it's within. But we have the tools, we have the goodness, we have the heart to tackle it one moment at a time. So here I want us to call in warrior energy, warrior power to battle what might be happening inside of us right now. Thanking these distractions, thanking these stories. Maybe they served us at one point, but they do no longer. One more inhale. And then exhale. Yes, friends, plant those palms, step back, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Or again, if you're done with them, you can just go right on back to downward facing dog. All right, friends, here we go. Last side. Inhale, left heel lift. Exhale, left knee to the left armpit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left heel, left knee to the right. Inhale, lift. Left knee to nose, draw it in nice and tight. Low lunge. Breathe, allow yourself to just kind of move your right foot over now so we have space. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, slowly rise up. Crescent lunge. And again, if you need to come down to your knee, great option. Your back knee needs to be bent a little bit, great too. Whatever's going to allow your hips to be underneath your shoulders. Y'all are doing awesome. All right, here we go, friends. Cactus our arms. Allow our heart to lift up. And then exhale, sweep our arms forward. Holding that imaginary beach ball for a breath. 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Hold here. 2 more. Last one. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly rise up on 1, coming back to our crescent. Now stepping your right toes in just a bit to drop your back heel down. Again, take a second to gaze back to your toes, ensuring that they're pointing about 45 degrees. Front knee bent. Turn your hips forward. Internally rotate your right thigh down now. Warrior 1. And here with our arms lifted up on this side, since we tackled the warrior, embody the energy of joy here. Our warrior pose. We set sail what no longer serves us. And here we call in, I am joy. Saying to yourself, I am joy. I am a brave warrior of joy. I am a brave warrior of joy. Remembering nothing's too big for you as this warrior, brave warrior, embodier of joy. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Plant your palms down, friends. Our final vinyasa of the morning. Going through it how you see fit. And downward facing dog. We meet here for 5 cleansing breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's allow our knees to come down to our mats, friends. And if you need a child's pose, let's take one here. Maybe if you want to have a little bit more reprieve for your shoulders, you come into a more traditional child pose, bringing your arms next to your side body. And slowly allow yourself to roll up when you're ready. Hope y'all are doing good. Swing your heels from underneath you if you need to grab a quick sip of water. And then come to have a seat on your mat when you're ready and extend your left leg out and bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. All right. Sending that right knee to the right foot close to the left leg straight, reach both arms up, reach up, and exhale, fold. Now you can bring your palms, maybe they connect with your feet with ease, maybe they just come to the outside of your leg, maybe you stay lifted and just you're a little bit higher today and just bringing your palms closer to your right shin, sending your heart forward. And then slowly rise up. Let's switch legs, friends. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Reach your arms up, reach up, and exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up. Reach both arms up. Extend your legs out in front of you to long rocking side to side to side. And yeah, finding your sits bones connected to the earth. And then exhale, seated forward fold. Again, if your hands and your feet don't meet with ease, you can bend your knees if you're looking to get more into your back. If you want to work on your the flexibility of your hamstrings, you can just practice straightening your legs. No pressure here. Allow this to be gentle. And slowly rise up. Nice. Okay, scoot your hips forward. Bend your knees and come to lie on your back. And right away, bring your heels close to your glutes so you can tickle the backs of your heels. When you're settled and your spine is relaxed on the mat, shoulders are connected to the earth, exhale, bridge pose. Lift those hips away from the mat. Send the knees forward, pressing your energy into your feet. Maybe you keep your arms next to your side body. Maybe you want to interlace underneath you, interlace your fingers underneath you. And then slowly release, friends. Taking a moment to find Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together to touch, knees open wide like butterfly wings. Maybe placing one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Allowing yourself to surrender. Surrender to joy. Surrender to grace. Surrender to love. Surrender to forgiveness. And gently release your hands. Bring your palms to the outsides of your thighs. Close your thighs like a book. Lift your knees up towards your chest. Rock side to side. Nice. All right, let's extend our left leg long down the mat. Keep your right knee close. And exhale, supine twist. Bring that right knee over the left side. Keep your right shoulder on the mat. Maybe you keep your gaze up if your eyes are not closed. Or maybe you bring your gaze over to the right. And then inhale, come on to center. Let's switch legs, friends. Nice. Extending the right leg long, left knee into the left side body. And exhale, twist, bring the supine twist, bring the left knee over the right this time, keeping the left shoulders on the mat. And come on back to center. Beautiful. Lift both knees up now, rocking side to side. If you want to find a happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana, draw the knees down to either side, reaching for the calf muscles, the ankles, the thighs, whatever part of your leg is going to allow you to do your best to keep the spine flat on the mat, tailbone sending down. Breathe. And then bringing your knees to center here. Lifting your forehead up to graze your kneecaps, coming into a tight ball, the biggest hug you received all year. Taking a big inhale here through your nose. Fill up, fill up, fill up. And exhale, Shavasana. Allow your legs to come long down the mat, arms next to the side body, palms facing up, ready to receive. I will guide you out. Well done. gently begin to breathe back into the essence of the forest that's surrounding us. Bringing life back into your body by softly, subtly wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Stretching your body long by reaching your arms above your head and your toes away from you. Drawing your knees back into your heart, rolling on over to your right side to a fetal position. Offering gratitude for moving for the last few moments, expanding, grounding, lightening your load. Slowly allow yourself to rise up and come to have a seat in our final pose together here this morning. Easy pose, easy sit. If you'd like to have the backs of your hands on your thighs facing up, if you'd like to have them facing down, or bringing them to Namaskar prayer pose at your heart center. All beautiful options. Remembering to be the embodier of joy through it all, the brave warrior that is inside of you. That is the lead, that is the guide. Not the chaos, not the distractions, not the stories that we tell ourselves that are simply not true. Look to the light that is within and allow it to shine so bright. And remember, you are a walking prayer, a moving meditation, and everywhere you go is grounded in peace. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your day, your journey. It is my honor, and I bow to you in deep reverence, peace and blessings. Ashe. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. How does everyone feel?
You're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you all so much. Thank you. And thank you to Michelle for giving. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Kira Grace, for having me. Thank you. I will see you all again soon. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Thank
See you
you.
next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
See you soon.
Oh,
Bye,
thank you.
everyone.
Alicia,
Bye. Thank you. Yes.
I'm mesmerized by the painting behind you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are my